talking to me.
Got me in the cartoons, so I learned to talk, enunciate, and be animated.
Wait, so you were born deaf?
Mm-hmm.
So what?
I didn't learn to talk.
I mean, so like you were born deaf. So then, did it heal? I mean, did it get better?
So I had constant ear infections. That's how I was born deaf. I couldn't hear. It was hurting like constantly all the time. Like, and basically I couldn't hear. It was so overwhelming. I couldn't hear. And so like the way I would communicate, hey, I wanted food or something like that, I would open up a cover and show my mother and she would know that I was hungry. I had to do that.
Oh, that makes sense.
I learned sign language too a little bit. Like my name is, I can't do the finger just right. Rory. I used to be deaf, so I went to school where you had to learn a little bit of it, but then when the ear infection stopped, that I started getting my hearing back. So my speech and talking is a little, aloof and irregular. I went to a lot of speech therapy.
I also use a loofah.
My parents got that. I love loofah. They're amazing. They feel so good. My husband got me a loofah. But yeah, they got me into cartoons, so I learned to talk and animate my expressions more, and that's what got me in the cartoons a lot. And
I love cartoons.
I learned to animate myself. Fuck yeah.
I gotta wear my cartoon outfit. Yeah, I love
cartoon outfit.
Well, I mean, it's cartoonish. I'm a cartoon.
I love it. Oh my god, it looks like mine.
What? I don't get what you're coming at. No, this is very original. I mean, it's very different.
That's awesome.
It's very different. Because yours clearly says "Sure you can," and mine just says "Hello."
It does say hello.
It doesn't.
I see you.
You see me, you big man. So your husband's cooking right now, is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, so good. Yes. One of the other things he also made for me, my first dessert from him was a biscotti. It was delicious. Oh, I love me a biscotti now. He keeps giving me gifts that keep on giving. You can't forget like a taste. It just stays with you.
Well, I mean,
I love it.
I don't know if I'm a good cook. I have cooked for others, specifically when I was living in Japan, and they said, "Oh, this is so great," but it's culturally appropriate to just straight up fucking lie when it comes to that kind of stuff. So, really? I mean, I don't know.
Whoa.
I mean, they could have been telling me the truth. They could have also never had a taco before. I don't know.
I didn't know that. I find that amazing about you. You got to go to a land that you weren't born in to live and work. I always wanted to try that one day in my life, and that is beautiful to me that you got to be exposed to that. That's really cool.
I was at a point in my life where I didn't have any real tie downs to the place I was living at the time before Japan. Like, my cat had just expired, and I didn't have any like romantic relationships. I just had my best friend who lived next door and goes, "Don't leave." And I said, "Fuck you. I'm going to leave because you said don't leave." I live a contrarian lifestyle. You tell me to do something, I'm going to do the opposite. Unless you want me to do the opposite, then I won't do the opposite, but still make it a big old fuck you into the day I die.
I was always told I was going to amount to nothing, and I was a loser. I was a Riri, because I was born deaf. I got put in sped classes, you name it. I was every label that was a synonym for bad. Like gay, all of that. And then what I did was I really got tested, or I tested out of being, I guess you could say, disabled. So I studied and I tested out of that. And then I went to college on full scholarship, which paid for 2.5 years. It was the first time ever I was getting 100s. It was the first time because I didn't have anyone yelling at me that I was nothing. and it was an interesting like psychological experiment for me. And that now I have this whole yes I can. That's why I love the whole sure you can. Like sure you can.
Sure
Yeah,
you can.
Like sure you can. That's the play on the words I did, kind of like Obama, yes we can. That was the best time.
Kids don't remember
And I loved it.
Obama.
It's true. I live in a time now where younger people are like, nothing matters. I don't vote. I don't care about anything, but I want everyone else to suffer with me. And I go, fuck you every time.
I saw this YouTuber, and I have yet to do any more research, because that's what I've learned is that I'll read the headline and just assume it's fact, which is terrible, awful, disgusting behavior. But this one YouTuber was like, oh yeah, I asked this kid if he what's his favorite cartoon, and he says I don't watch what was it? I don't watch consecutive content or non sequitur. He doesn't watch stuff. No, he didn't watch stuff that has like a plot over the course of several episodes. Like he doesn't have the time for that.
That's sad. That proves my class was correct. I took a class in critical thinking, and we did a study from the movies of Lawrence to Arabia to like the movies from 90s to early 2000s and to now. And they have proven over time that people's attention spans have shrank. Because I don't know if you ever seen an older movie like Lawrence of Arabia, but you would have to get up for an intermission, have a cigarette, go to the bathroom, eat, whatever you need to do, wash up.
I need that now for regular movies.
And then in 2000s, we watched it in class. A camera will change the scene in a minute or under a minute for more action dynamic. Now it's 30 seconds. It is literally 30 seconds.
Well, I've often made joke about CoComelon because it's 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, change. 1, 2, 3, change. 1, 2, 3, change. And it just keeps doing that. And that's how the CoComelon gets you to continue to watch. Have you watched an episode of CoComelon?
I have not. I thought you were just being silly, and I loved it.
No. It's horrid. It's horrifying.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's scary.
Really?
You gotta get yourself on that CoComelon train.
Okay. This is what I love about you, dude. You keep me up to date. You really do.
I'm out of date. I'm always out of date.
I don't know. I feel with the way you do content and the way that you do things is you're upfront to what's been happening because you recollect the past and what it's not now. Like I like how you react to things. I know it sounds weird, but it doesn't sound faux pas or pseudo, and that's what I like about it.
Pseudo space APT space upgrade. That's the Linux command I remember.
There you go. Let's go.
Well, I just set up a home server,
nice.
Which I've done 0 with. I was just like, I did it, and now I don't know what to do.
No, yeah, it's good. I took Linux in college. My distro was FreeSpire. If you believe it or not, it was sold in Sears, and it was the whole format of that was Windows. So it looked like
if it was
Windows
sold
XP.
in Sears, it's out of date.
Yep, I loved it. Because I was new to Linux. I was not raised on the internet. I did not have the internet until, you're going to laugh, my 20s when I was in college. So I was sitting there like my friends were with me in the dorm, and they're like, wait, you have a computer major, Rory, and you never use the internet? I was like, you could go to this website called YouTube and listen to a song anytime you want? They're like, yeah, you could also do this. And I was like, let me get this straight. There's a song I hear in my head, and I wish I knew what it was. And I could go hum it or type it in, and there it is right there. And they're like, yeah. And I was like, that is beautiful. I can tell you.
That is amazing. I mean, because I had access to the internet as soon as I was able to get my hands on it. And I was downloading one pixel at a time, a full tit. I don't know if it was a male tit, a female tit, or a bird. I just knew it was a tit.
Hell yeah. A blue-footed booby.
The blue-footed booby, when it lands, it fucking crashes into the ground.
That poor thing.
Because it's
got all that personality.
Its feet are not meant for landing. So they just kind of go plam.
And yet it exists. That's what I love about it. It's like, this is me. All of me in airs.
Now, this is going to be my terrible segue because I think it's only appropriate to ask because it's been such a huge part of your life. And I forgot what the transition words were. Like, no, blue-footed boobies exist. You know what you do? You exist. How's the cancer?
I'm doing good. I've had 4 surgeries and 2 radiation pills. This first time ever within 1 year, I got tested. Just to give you some more context, I got 2 spots here in my lungs. They calcified. And what happens is they did a whole thyroidectomy on my neck, and they removed my whole thyroid. So the bed of my thyroid literally has been reproducing cancer cells. They call it a vrchat mutation. It's extremely rare, apparently. But for first time ever 1 year, no new masses have grown. The cell count goes like this. This is my life. Like it goes like this. And so, it's
good, bad, good, bad.
I live with. But if it's not creating masses, ergo, the pill that I'm taking every day for the rest of my life is killing those cells. So I have a lot of faith in my medicine.
When I first started talking to you, I guess 2 or 3 years ago, there was kind of a time limit on you, or at least that's what it was at the time. What do you feel now? Is there still a time limit, or now is it undetermined?
So the fate that was given to me is, this is the thing. They told me they will no longer perform any more surgeries on me because I'm too much of a risk for the insurance companies. So that is why I'm hyper-focused and hyper-vigilant now about my cancer. So if I get a mass, I immediately go to the doctor, and one of the procedures they could do is they take a whole syringe filled with alcohol, and then they have to go right in there and eject it and kill that tumor.
We talking like whiskey or vodka or anything fun?
Whole grain, Everclear, high alcohol.
Yeah, buddy.
It's crazy. I can't feel. They slice the nerves of my neck. So it's interesting. My finger can feel this. But my neck, it feels like you're wearing a weird tie or collar all day.
Oh, I imagine that's a unique sensation.
I get phantom pain. Yes, that's right, VR land. I get phantom pain. But it's actually real, because like what they did to me, the worst part of it all, I had to hold these tubes like this, and it had bulbs that collected all the bad juices from my neck, so I wouldn't get an infection. So it was piped in and up my thyroid bed. So like literally when they had to pull them out, it wasn't pretty. I literally had to grip the bed like this and look at the doctor, and literally they had to go like this, pull it. And I'm watching this happen in front of me in real time, even the gore, and I'm like, duh! Like, tears running down my face. But psychologically, after the 3rd and 4th time, it was like, just do it. And then they pull it. I'm just like, Like, I've been learning to focus pain and put it somewhere else a lot.
So does that mean you have like a higher pain tolerance, or you're willing to deal with more? What is the kind of benefit from suffering that much for that?
The wisdom. I feel it's the wisdom, because if I can anticipate the pain, I know, I guess, how you could say how I should react to it. The thing that I can no longer control after all this cancer is I get hyperthyroidism, and my memory is pretty much shot. I will forget things, now more often than usual. I even ask my doctor, like, is that normal? Like, and they're like, yes, you've been through so much childhood trauma, surgery trauma, that your mind is no longer accepting this data. It can't handle the data you're taking anymore. So you are very forgetful. They call it like interference too. I learned in psychology class. So now I'm learning, the term radical acceptance, which is what my brother taught me because he has MS. So he got a harder card than me in a way. So I'm learning to accept what comes to me, and see what to do about it, what to do about it.
And and tell me a little bit about your husband and all of this. Like, has he been by your side for the most part? Did you meet him during, before, after? What relation does he have to you and your cancer?
I love him so much. I met him before my cancer. We met online on a furry dating site that no longer exists because it got shut down.
So what's that name? What's the name of the furry dating website?
What was
Pounce.
Pounce? I think it was Pounce or something.
Oh, okay.
Pounce.
Pounce on me, daddy. But go on. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. I literally dated him online for a whole year. So it's kind of funny. He and I are like black and white, yin and yang. Like, we have things that are similar, but how you say a lot opposite. I got him into cartoons like the Boondocks, when he got me into Avatar, which, funny enough, done by the same animator and artist, and he was like shocked.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Into Avatar. Yeah, and I got him in the Boondocks. That's why, if you notice the animations and the way they move, they're very similar.
That makes sense. All right, go on.
Mm-hmm. So he also got me into Gravity Falls because he lived in the state of Oregon, and he showed me all the strange of Oregon, and I told him about all the strange of Maine. Just for more context, I moved from Maine all the way to Washington so I can find work with my degree, but to no avail, no such luck.
I'm not using my degree at all, so if that makes you feel any better.
I worked at Nintendo for 1 month, and they cut my contract.
Nintendo, so yes. No! Well, fuck Nintendo anyways.
Yep. $13 an hour. $13 an hour for my college degree. That was the best they could give me.
I mean, my first college degree job was washing dishes.
Mm-hmm. Unreal, man. Like, it's just ridiculous. But yeah, like my husband. So we dated online for 1 year, and then that's why I took the train from Seattle all the way to Oregon, and that's when I met him. And it was just literally like that moment in Everything Everywhere All at Once, the moment he touched my hand in the Honda Civic 06. It feels like you're in vacation mode, and that feeling hasn't stopped for the rest of my life. And I never want to lose that feeling. So like during the whole cancer treatment, I would be strung out after surgery on the couch, like just passed out. And he's a home caregiver, so he would check my vitals, because I was on oxys. I was losing muscle mass too, and everything from each surgery and all the oxys, because I was forced to lay on the couch in a sit-up position so I wouldn't get an infection and die from the surgery. And this was during COVID. So when COVID happened, they told me, you cannot get sick. If you get sick right now, you will die. Do you understand? You will die. So it's kind of weird for me. I got sick during the big beginning peak of COVID. So I missed out on the world, you could say, changing. It was weird.
I also feel the same way. Now, obviously, I did not. Well, I mean, it's not obvious, but I didn't have cancer. I didn't have to go through what you had to go through. But I lived in Japan during COVID, and for us, It was put on a mask. Let's not go to work for 2 months. Okay, let's go to work, but try to socially distance. We're all gonna get vax, wax, and ready to relax. And that was it. Like, there was none of this political bullshit. There was none of this, the vaccines are causing the tism. No. We just did it. The only negative for me, though, was because I was foreign, I was last on the list to get the vaccines. It's
Whoa.
that is just an objective fact. We were all kind of last on the list.
Wow. I did not know that. That's wild.
So,
See what I mean? Like,
yeah.
wow.
So I kind of missed all that COVID nonsense.
Good. It's good you did, because in my mind and experience, the world has drastically changed, even though they probably won't validate it or, any of it. People don't believe in science. They believe in strong opinions. I believe that if I have a strong opinion, that I'm not sick. That's the world I live in now.
If I'm the loudest, I win. That is the answer, right?
Yep. It's kind of one of the reasons why I had to get really loud recently, because logic, facts, active listening skills, and negotiation are gone. There's also no more HR departments.
No.
There is no more any of that reasoning, that cognitive reasoning. So it's kind of crazy. I even did some social experiments of my own, from work to even with family and things like that. And I wanted to see their answers and see if they were actively listening. Holy hell, they're not. And I guess that's how the world is now. But of course, there is a few small, like my husband. I feel you, and a small handful of people, and that gives me hope still, all the time.
I
all the time.
Often fall down the doomer, gloom, evil side of the world rabbit hole in YouTube and news and stuff like that, and it can debilitate you, and I find immense joy in interacting with others and being in VRChat, doing streaming, whatever. I don't know, just pick a thing, and there's fun in there. But there's more joy in my life than there's not. It's really what I'm trying to get at. But I focus so much on the negative. Do you find that to be the same with you, or has all these things that's happened to you over the course of the past couple of years changed your behavior or thought process?
I have changed, but I also feel I've changed a lot of bad things about me that were good. I realized one of the things I used to be was kind of a survivalist centralist. But now I realize after everything that's happened, I am part of the problem if I don't speak up. I started to speak up more rather than let the doom always own me. Find a way around it. There's a quote I go by. I work a lot. You know me. I work a lot. And there was a retired police officer that taught me this one day. I was having a rough day, and I was pumping gas, literally pumping gas. That was the only job. I'm doing this for the rich and entitled. And basically, this retired police officer said, "Well, Rory, are you a survivor or a victim?" And I was like, "Well, what the fuck does that mean?" He goes, "A survivor focuses on things they can control, whereas a victim focuses on things they cannot control." Now, Rory, what can you control right now? And that maybe had to sit back and look and go, I can go to work. He's like, good. I shower, I eat, good. I'm treating my cancer, good. I am paying off my bills, good. I am learning, I'm quitting drinking, good. And then he goes, "You're a survivor." And that helps me, I use a lot of basic, I guess, things around me to recognize the big picture, the big boulder that you have to push, because it's there. But regardless, you can push it.
I think I really like that. I really do, because I've been doing that, not a victim thing. I am a survivor. One of my biggest things right now is the whole lack of internet digital privacy and that sort of thing, and those fucking flock cameras and all that. But in order to quell my anxiety, I have started to take action to fix that. That's my current anxiety is, the security of my own life. And so I'm not a victim. I'm not just go, oh, woe is me. The flock camera can see my anus. I am actively trying to remove all the, the porn of my anus on the internet. So that way, I'm kidding. I'm kidding on the porn thing, but
Or is he?
or am I? But that does make me a survivor too, and so that feels good. That's a really good analogy for how how to deal with certain things. I like that. Do you still speak to that police officer?
So he went to go get another job because he's taking care of his son. And last I saw him, he looked happy. So that made me happy. We just gave each other a thumbs up. Just like we're doing it. The one other thing I learned from my philosophy class in high school that I also stay with me. I'm a big person with quotes.
You're just a big person.
Always said this. Socrates said this best. There is no such thing as ultimate peace. His cousin was Pericles. Pericles is considered the father of all democracy. He helped make the golden age of Athens. It was beautiful, peaceful, equality, same-sex voice opinions. Everyone had a right to vote, you name it. But what destroyed it was Sparta. Sparta came in and, wrecked them. But Socrates, he had the 30-year hand rebellion and overthrew the Spartans. And that's when they regained power, he said, there is no such thing as ultimate peace. And a lot of people find that doom. I find that beautiful because it shows in order to gain and fight for peace, you need to have some action and not just talk. You need to get it going. And that's how I've been able to quit smoking. That's how I quit drinking. That's how I got away from a lot of toxic people, including family in my life. But it has yielded me the results of being around my husband, being around you, being around people that do action. I respect that a lot.
Well, I can at least sympathize with you on the quitting of smoking and drinking.
I had to. My health was failing.
Well,
people think we have universal health care. We don't.
No way.
This cancer, $1.8 million. $1.8 million. I will never see that money. I had to file for medical bankruptcy, but I'm still alive. And I'm in an apartment with AC right now.
I
Action.
Spend the extra money to run AC all the fucking time. I don't care. I don't care. I know it's bad for the environment, but I am just one amongst millions. And I don't care.
It's not bad for your health.
It's not bad for your health.
What you want me to save AC for your fucking data center? Fuck you. I want to cool off my balls. That's me. I want to cool off my balls. Why? Freedom. I paid my rent. I paid taxes. Let me cool off my balls. That is me every day. Every day.
I lived in a apartment on the second floor in Kyoto for a year. Whoa. And even though this apartment had a mini split AC unit, it would turn off every 3 hours. Once it got to temp, it would turn off. So for the entire summer, or what they considered summer, from like end of May all the way to the end of September, every night I go to sleep and wake up every 3 hours in a fucking sweat to turn back on that AC unit.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
So that's built in their system within their government standards, or am I saying the right government standards? Or
so America is very unique when it comes to air conditioning. I can speak for AC here in America. Uses that we use it as often as we can. A lot of the southern part of America is just so unbearably hot is just the thing. But for the rest of the world, especially the northern hemisphere, most of our civilized life over the past 100 years or so has been okay temperature, right? So like houses are built better and more ventilated and so on and so forth. I mean, when Americans figured it out, like AC, as you said, we just blasted it all the time. But like for Europe and Japan, most places just didn't have AC built into them. So
Holy
then,
shit.
and then it is within the last couple of decades or years, it's like, oh, we should probably start using this. So I mean,
Why it's almost like the world's going through a climate change.
right. It's like we're going through a climate change, and it's, you know, I heard that the French government said, oh yeah, the reason why France is so hot is because the Americans are running their AC, and that might be true to some extent. It's a lot more than that.
This is me Willy Wonking. Yeah, go on.
Go
Tell me how you
on.
didn't prepare for anything. What I've learned, no one prepared. No one prepared, and now we're paid for it.
You're right. You're right. I don't know how to prepare for things.
Like, I don't know if you heard the stories about all the electro cars. They are actually more heavy than normal vehicles, and a lot of parking garages have been breaking because of their weight. They did not prepare for that. Imagine that. Oh shit. This is too heavy, more heavy than a truck. And now all these cars, you can look them up online, they're breaking. So it's like they didn't compensate or prepare for that. That's just how it is.
In Japan, one of the things is a sign of wealth or being rich is not by the luxury roadster or a sport car that you bought. It's by the giant van that you drive, because
Really?
in Japan, you are taxed on your car by weight. So you know if that bitch is rich is if they got a heavy ass motherfucking, you know, minivan. That's how you know.
Just for bigger families or just moving stuff or
I don't know. Well, my buddies.
DoorDash?
Did they have DoorDash? I don't know. They might have DoorDash now. I never got to use. So DoorDash is definitely a luxury I missed out on. And when I got back to the States, it was like, oh my God, people will deliver me food that's not just pizza.
They deliver beer. I still remember 7-Eleven giving it to me, and I'm just like, whoa. Like, I was like, so you just need this license? He's like, yep, I just need a picture. And I'm just like looking at him like, oh, you know, just, oh, there's my beer right here.
Man, I miss having a good glass of whiskey. I tell you what.
Drambuie. Drambuie was my whiskey because I had it at my first gay bar.
So did you drink a lot of Rusty Nails?
I didn't drink Rusty Nails. I just drank Drambuie.
Well, so
Drambuie is honey whiskey.
Right, it's honey whiskey, but if you do regular whiskey and honey whiskey, you Drambuie, on top, it's a Rusty Nail. So it cuts a lot of that sugar.
I guess I didn't.
Yeah.
I was bad. Like, put it this way. I used to drink so hard that I one time woke up with alcohol poisoning. I woke up drunk. I'd done that before. You're just like, oh, like, in the state of Maine, you know, when you can't work, literally can't find jobs, your buddy will help you out. And I will tell you what, me and my buddy during the high school and college years, we fucking raged. Like, it was like I remember one time at the bar, we spent over $1,000, and it's like, holy shit.
In a night?
You know, you fucking, in a night.
Holy shit, dude.
Well, I mean, we were young, dumb, and full of it, you know, and like, but imagine we're cruising around a Mitsubishi Eclipse 05 playing Aqua, you know,
Wait, isn't the Eclipse that dumb 2-door car with the shitty moonroof that fucking leaks?
No. Mitsubishi Eclipse 05.
Okay.
So this was during the time of Fast and Furious movies. Car sales went up. Tire sales went up. Economy was booming. You could afford to be poor. People don't realize it, but you can afford to be poor. A BLT in 2004, I'll never forget it, $2. I dare you go find that right now.
$5.
$2.
Foot long.
Back when $5 was something, when I saw Little Caesars went up to $6, I said, babe, this is bad. The economy needs to change Little Caesars. Like, literally, it changed.
Yeah, that
Little
was a pretty devastating blow. I had gotten back. It was June of 2024, and it was my first Little Caesars in 10 years. And I go in there, and I'm like, all right, I want a $5 hot and ready. They're like, they're $7 or $8 now. What?
Pizza is now a luxury and gourmet food. It's insane.
And so I eat almost all the time. Like, it's insane to me that restaurants and going out to eat is so expensive, and everything is just the same Cisco package redone over and over again.
They call it shrinkflation. You don't even get the amount of sauce and cheese and stuff on it. They actually make them skim it. One of my friend's fathers owns a business. I won't mention what the business name, but when you order a steak bomb, they use roast beef shavings instead.
You know, I heard, and I have just internalized that this is the truth, even though I have not actually done my research. So Arby's, you've eaten at Arby's before, right?
Oh yeah, I love Arby's sauce. Funky Bronco, Berry Bronco.
And I love their French fries, their curly fries. Fun fact: they are voted the worst in health of all fast foods. The curly fries, which is the only reason why I go to the fucking Arby's in the first place. Okay, but the myth, the legend is that the roast beef is not roast beef. They take a pan of water in a square, and then they put this powder in it. It becomes gelatin. Then they burn it on 4 sides, and then slice it, and then that's their roast beef.
Fuck.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true, but I can't not
think about it. That's some Lulu Dallas multi-pass shit. That's some Fifth Element Lulu Dallas multi-pass shit. Holy shit.
Multi-pass.
Good. Multi-pass.
Yeah, I need to rewatch The Fifth Element again. I mean, I watch it I think once every year at this point.
Wow, this is great. Another
For me, it's
follower.
Demolition Man.
Thank you so much.
Demolition Man.
It predicted the future.
Yeah,
it predicted the future and present we live in. To drive cars. Everyone's afraid of any type of confrontation. We have way more unisex clothing. Police are useless.
Do we have more unisex clothing? I guess we kind of do.
Think about it. There is more NBs and non-gender conforming clothing I've seen people wear. A lot of the, on the feminine female side, I've seen a lot of the younger workers will wear those big baggy jeans and refuse to wear heels. They're all wear sneakers. I saw this and I was like, holy shit, this is Demolition Man. They literally showed gender neutral clothing. And I see it I work, and I see people every day and they rock it, non-gender clothing. And I'm like, well done. You know, Demolition Man.
you
talking to an AI, Perp refuses to listen to me. Say with a fervor choice, lie down or else. I literally see people look at their phones. ChatGPT, how do I save money on this? ChatGPT, how do I talk to my husband about him cheating on me? ChatGPT, I'm hearing this.
Oh yeah, no, it is getting bad. It is getting bad. It was already bad enough that a lot of the older folks were like, hey Siri. Now it's Siri would be like, I don't understand. Timer set for 2 hours. But now the LLMs, the large language models, they're at least like, oh, I'm sorry I didn't understand that. Here, let me send you a picture of a digital penis. It's getting more personal. And I'm afraid of it.
You should be. I saw a commercial recently about, oh, do you miss your grandma, your loved one? It literally showed a woman like missing her grandmother. Then it showed her digitized on a photo, and she is talking to her like she's still in the room.
I am not doing that. That is bullshit.
I saw it. A video game. I don't know if you keep up a video game because Game Comps is coming up next week, but there's a game called Stranger Than Heaven coming out, and one of the characters in it, and I quote, is this is 1920s Japan this takes place in, so you get to see that interesting transition to Japan. So I'm curious to see what it looks like. It's by the same people that do Yakuza. They have Tupac Shakur as a character in it, and I was like, how the hell did they get a dead man in a video game? Are you ready?
Well,
his family digitized his body because, and I quote, they wanted all the royalties to go to the family so companies wouldn't use his likeness.
But why are they fucking putting Tupac Shakur in 1920s Japan?
I don't know. Crazy creative thinking, which is, well done. Cool. But imagine that. Digitize the body so the family can have the rights to a body and likeness. Val Kilmer movie just came out. He's dead.
Take a picture.
I'm confused, and that's okay.
Yeah, I am too. It blew my mind. It blew my mind. I read that and I was like, whoa. Digitized bodies.
I mean, I know my anus is digitized, but that's different. It's different. It's the worst and or best part of me. So,
I will laugh if I see a court case of a porn star that says they used my genitalia without my consent.
Okay. All right. So there's this one company I saw a long time ago. I have no idea, but you could get a mold of your anus and then made that mold would be filled with chocolate. And then they would send you your chocolate anus.
Well done. You know what I mean? Well done. Someone sat there, planned, and thought this out. This is a business model.
Speaking of awesome business models, it reminds me of that. And this is before 3D printers were more readily available. But this guy online was like, I'll 3D print a dildo in any shape of you want. And like, it was like they would like print out Alfred Hitchcock's fucking silhouette and make it into a dildo.
Oh my God. I can just see it right there. Vertigo.
I personally would like Richard Nixon, because of the big nose.
Riddle with phlebotomist. It's a vibrate.
I don't know why this reminds me of The Critic, our mutually favorite cartoon. So
I miss it.
So the critic, for those who don't know, is a cartoon from the what do you want to say, the late 90s, mid 90s?
I would say mid 90s.
Yeah, you're right, because there is a joke with Bill Clinton that's not about Monica Lewinsky, so that indicates mid 90s, right? Anyways, it's about a character named John Lovitz, or and he criticizes movies, and it's bad, and it's great, it's funny, it's wonderful,
beautiful.
But
it's beautiful.
They've had some very great quotes, like what was the name of the old crazy guy? The dad.
Ooh, old crazy guy. Oh, the crazy. I always thought of it as father.
Yeah,
like,
father, the father. And he's like,
or dad.
He's like, and here's my Fishmo baby Whirligig.
Yep. I literally use that. I use what he says to introduce Foxxyboi. I wait, just reach into TV and pull it out. That's how I met the Foxxyboi. And they all look at me like I'm insane. I loved him because they actually were asked, how did you come up with that character in the director's commentary? I had the entire DVD. I watched that bitch front to back because back then I wasn't raised on the internet, but guess what we had in Maine? A movie store called MG's, not movie gallery, a local called MG's, and you could buy TV shows and movies for $1 for 7 days. I did that. I just watch movies, and and I watch all the Critic. I love the Critic.
I had the complete box set on DVD, and we didn't have internet at the apartment, so we would just rotate that and season 4 of The Simpsons for some reason, and Mission Hill.
Season 4 is great. That's why. Old seasons were good. Conan O'Brien, great writer. He wrote a lot of the episodes.
Now, this has been a long walk to it, but I brought up the whole Critic thing is because you showed me your soundboard the other day. And are you utilizing that on your streams?
I am going to be doing that. Yes, I update it. All my memes and sounds are stuff that I grew up with. When I got into this whole streaming thing, I told myself it has to be organic. I don't want to be pseudo bait chasing or, whatever sells. It has to be me. Otherwise, it does make me happy. So every sound of my soundboard is a personal memory or a friend interaction that really feels good to me. And then I use it every single time because I like to imagine it's kind of weird, but that people are with me in the living room because I am an extrovert. So I'm used to socializing with people in my house, in my apartment, everything. And we can't financially afford to do that anymore. So I've learned we're doing this now. You can literally be a social creature in this media. And that's what it kind of reminds me of the past. That's why I love all those sounds. I got the Orson Welles. Oh, gosh. French fries stuck in my beard. Oh. Yes, rosebud peas.
Rosebud peas. So I appreciate that about what you're saying with your streaming is that you're not chasing anything. You're doing this for yourself.
Another follower.
Or at least that's what I'm getting
so
at
much for
or
joining the
getting
channel.
from you.
It feels good.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, I didn't realize I was going to like it. It's weird.
I was very reluctant to it. I understand.
Yeah. Like, did you just kind of fell into it, or were you just
I was
bullshitting?
doing YouTube, and then Mikarza was doing streaming, and he was finding success with it. And YouTube was, a lot of effort for no reward. And then I did a stream, and it was like instant reward for the effort, for little or comparatively less effort in my experience. So then that's why I started streaming, and it's been. I don't know if it's the same or different. I don't know. But yeah, it's a fun thing. But you stream often, and you stream for fucking long ass times. I looked up on your shit the other day because I was just like, all right, what does Rory look like? Like you streamed like Dragon Quest for like 10 hours.
Yeah. I guess the way I looked at it is I'm at work as well. Like, people love, this is going to sound a little peculiar, but I'm learning to accept this. People will leave me on and say, I really like your voice. And I'm like, whoa, like they really like my voice. So I try to, I learned to be myself and, give them my voice. It's a new voice I have after my surgery.
It's
so
different.
It's kind of more deep. Oh yeah. I used to hit a high note. I used to be like, see how it breaks? I break it now. My voice breaks now because of the surgery. The scar tissue around my neck makes it so I have a deeper voice now. Like I have
Is that
also
a benefit?
acid reflux. I mean, everyone loves it. It's one of those weird things now. Now I have it. My husband loves it. He always calls me daddy. I'm 40 years old for more context.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And I grew up around a lot of men. That's how I knew I was gay. I was like, you make me feel cool. But yeah, like long streams, because I look at it now as like, well, I want to see if my body and mind can do it, and it looks like it can. So like there's a thing I kind of go by, like why I do stuff for like the way I do. There was a security officer. Funny how it's always officers, right? When I
Do
worked
you
at a
have a
credit card
problem?
company.
Is it with authority? And does it make you?
No.
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 Sorry, go ahead. Go with your
No.
thing.
Nah, you're good. You're good. This is why I was debating on moving from Maine to Washington. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm sure if I want to do this. And he told me this, like, because we would talk at the door when I was clocking out, and he'd be like, wait 6 months. And I was like, 6 months? Like, why oddly specifically 6 months? He goes, I've always waited 6 months if I wanted to do something, Rory. So, like, one day my son said he wanted to get his ears pierced. And he said, can you do me a favor and wait 6 months? Just do me a favor and wait 6 months. If you still want your ears pierced after 6 months, I will drive you to the place and we will do it for you. Cool dad. You know what I mean? Really cool dad. And I go, okay. He goes, so 6 months went by. And I went, hey, do you still want your ears pierced? Like, it's been 6 months. His son went, no. No, I actually don't want to do it anymore. And he goes, are you sure? He goes, yeah. And that's what I did. I applied that 6 month rule to a lot of shopping, video games, movies at times, hanging out, things like that. Kind of like a lurker. I waited 6 months and I see if I was still doing it. And I still like it after 6 months. And yeah,
I apply that line of thought to purchases. Like, do I really need it? Like, I like one night I woke up and I was like, I need a temperature gauge for my shower. So that way I know the perfect temperature for when I get in the shower. It's going to be this degree and it'll make me happy. Yeah, that thing has been sitting in my Amazon cart for like 6 months plus. I don't think I need it.
Yeah. Because, I'll tell you this. How many games and movies and stuff that you bought where you have buyer's remorse? Literally, you kind of sit there and you see like, wait, fuck. I got tricked. You want me to know what tricked me? You probably noticed this about me. You notice I don't play a lot of those, what they call, was it friend slop games?
Oh.
A lot of the...
Yeah, yep. But no, I've played 100 hours of Peak. That is top tier fin slop. And I love that game.
That's good.
I hate the game. I love the game. I hate the game.
Yeah. It's like a love, like an ex-girlfriend. You can't quit. Like, hey, baby, I won't be bad to you this time. I can't keep doing this. I'm just like, That's how I treat all my emotions and things like that. I've always been like that, as well as since I got hyperthyroidism now. It's like, I can't control. It's like a roller coaster, but I learned to live with it. But no, with friends games, I get the game, right? Rory, you should get this game. You should get this game. Just give you all more context. I have carpal tunnel severely on this wrist. Like, I one time was doing this, working at the bank, doing my customer service, and all of a sudden my arm went like this. I'll never forget it. And I'm like this. I can't even do this. I can't even close a fist. And I was like, do you mind if I place a brief hold for a moment? And then I go, thank you. And the manager goes, Rory, are you okay? I was like, my arm really hurts. And literally a coworker panicked. He's having a heart attack. I'm like, I'm not having a heart attack. I just can't move my arm. And they panic and rush me to the hospital and everything. The doctor says, do you play a lot of MMOs? Do you play a lot of PC gaming? And I'm like,
really?
I do. He goes, yep. He goes, you need to stop doing it. And I go, are you serious? He goes, if you don't, we will have to cut this open and give you surgery. And it will permanently weaken your wrist strength for the rest of your life if you don't. So I did physical therapy and I do controller. And of course, the PC Master Race. gives me a hard time for now having a disability. And all my friend slot games, if you take a look, no controller support on PC, none. So I'm at a huge disadvantage wanting to have fun with my friends, and they don't care that I play poorly. They just want me there.
That is interesting. You know, I really thought you were going to go into not this controller thing. I didn't know about the carpal tunnel, but like, you know, I spent $15 on a game that I played once with my friends because it was the hot topic friend slop of the week. I really thought that's where you were going to go.
I'll tell you this too. I should add more context. I got tricked into buying 4 games that my friend says they would play with me. I have 4 of them sitting there that none of them message me or want to play. So I stopped.
Well, what are the games?
I stopped buying multiplayer. Aliens, Fireteam Elite. Never once opened it. All my friends said they were going to play and loved it. Never did. Evil Dead, Ash. Evil Dead. No one played it with me. And, you know, yeah. And, you know, and then I bought and played, you know, what's the big one where you have to collect everything?
Well, okay, you just told me every flipping game out there. Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Tooie.
I love Banjo-Kazooie.
I don't.
Banjo-Tooie.
I find it so boring. And I have beaten that game.
There you go.
I have beaten that game.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry. Well, you can play video games with me anytime there, big man.
You invited me to Repo and was patient with me because I have to use a controller to curve the items and carefully do it and place it in there. It's harder.
Well, see, now that I know that you have to use a controller, I'll make more of a concerted effort to mock you more for it.
Yeah. You want to know my favorite games right now that's multiplayer? That makes me feel equal to everyone?
What's that?
Outlast Trials. Outlast Trials is so fun.
Yeah, for those who like those video games, I hear that's a really good one.
I play my buddy Butterdog. He's such a nice person. He bought me the game, and him and his boyfriend Raph, he's from Australia. Australians, man, it's crazy. I got to know so many of them.
Yeah, I think the Australians are kind of hit or miss.
Oh, you. I get that from Red City. But basically, Outlast Trials, I feel equal amongst everyone playing the game. And that's what I like. I like feeling equal and not there in the corner. It's one reason why I got out of a lot of Discords. I would literally be in a Discord and I'd be like, God damn, my back hurts. Like, what's wrong, Rory? Because I'm
carrying all these team members. Yeah, there you go.
I would sit there and everybody, this is a weird behavior. I'm trying not to say weird because it makes people feel off, but it's peculiar to me. This behavior is peculiar to me that people want me in a Discord call, not saying or doing anything, or just me talking. That is literally something that happened to me a lot.
I do.
So it makes me feel like a tool at times. Like, oh, that's all I'm worth. It's like, Roy, we like you better when you're drinking. I've heard this.
Oh,
you're much happier.
I get that. I get that. I totally get that because when you're drinking, you are more conversational. You are uninhibited. You are more ridiculous and more of a spectacle to be whatever. And for people like you and me, we're probably very happy drunks, or at least I'd like to think so. We're on the majority, you know, and so we're more animated in that. And I get that. I totally understand that. But that's not what defines us, and that's not what we should be doing to garner friends or family or relationships or anything like that. We are who we are.
That's why I'm sober. That's why I'm sober now. I want to see if people still like me while I'm sober. I think a lot of people still like me. So it's been really interesting because I've been thinking much more clearly and not as pessimistic. I get a lot of rushing thoughts. You probably notice the way I talk because I'm worried if I don't say it out of my mouth, it'll disappear. And I think it's because of my thyroid. and my age with that. I'm noticing it more and more, and it gets me a little anxious because I'll have a thought for you, Foxy, but then and then it's gone, just like that. And that's why I talked to my doctor, like, hey, is this kind of scaring me? And they're like, yeah, don't worry, it's normal. And so I'm learning to slow down and not try to run you over or anyone else, but I worry I won't tell you the thing that I want to tell you, if that makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Obviously, we all have crazy amounts of thought. I don't know how I speak and think at the same time, let alone breathe or chew bubble gum.
You're very articulate. I love it. You're very articulate.
Well, thank you. I try.
You do.
I try.
It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful, man.
But one thing I am having to learn is there is positivity in the silence. You had mentioned going into Discords, and you're talking, and I do the same thing. I go into a Discord voice chat, and I want to be there to have a conversation. I want something to happen, and so I'm often the one having to. Bottom left hand.
Bottom left hand Discord. What's that symbol? It's a phone call.
It's a phone call. It's a phone call.
I was born in 1986. The phone literally has two functions: listening and speaking. It's odd to me. This device is listening and speaking, but a lot of people go, I just want to listen. It's kind of interesting. It feels like the critic. If you like to be loved like a woman loves you in the tub of jello, press 2.
Yeah, well, but I think there is validity in going into a Discord call that is mostly quiet, because not everybody is like you and me, boisterous and loud and demanding of attention. I mean, and I definitely demand a lot of attention, and it is.
Oh yes, President Beef Supreme.
Yes, President Beef Supreme was my Discord username for a couple of months there. But
I should. I should tell you one reason why I'm loud too is because I was born deaf, and I would feel the vibrations to make sure I'm saying the word correctly and how it sounds to me as well. That's something I kind of couldn't shake off growing up. Like, am I saying the word free or 3? And I would feel the vibrations, like, from my head to my ear to go, that's how it should sound like. Okay. I have a bad habit of that, but I live with that, That's why I don't mean to always sound loud.
You're not loud to me.
Okay, that's good. I worry I am sometimes because people tell me sometimes they get mad at me when I was excited. So
fuck those people.
I was told to
be excited.
I know, my family and friends. I also remember when I told you before we got on, I got to get on Discord to play something. So I have this one sound I'll play for hours because another reason why I jump a Discord call that can't be silent, other than I'm an extrovert, I got big tinnitus in both ears. I didn't
know you were a tennis player.
I know, right? Like,
please give me money.
It gets. Oh, here you go. Here you go. Bits. That's. Sorry. Got
that bits. No, I get it.
I have to drown out the tinnitus, and it helps me focus on you.
It is. I get it. I totally get it. Like, silence is not something that I can do very well. I don't like it.
It gives me a headache.
I mean, for me, I obviously don't. Well, I say obviously, I don't have tinnitus. I don't yell because that's just how I'm trying to hear the word. I just need to have sound. I need to be loud because that's how I express myself. And yeah, but I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with any of this.
I think you say it's part of your personality. It's your identity, and that's good. That's what my therapist taught me. He taught me that a lot.
I think that's something
get a
I
lot of
identify
therapy.
with you a lot is that you're not afraid to be who you are, or at least you have learned that recently. And I don't know what recently really means, if that's several years or a couple of minutes ago, who knows. But you definitely
Take a picture.
present to me someone that is who they are and will not stop being that. Am I correct in that assumption?
Thank you. Yes. I want to be accurate because I grew up with people where they apparently were misled or had a misunderstanding of who I was my whole life on a lot of that. I didn't know you were gay, Rory. I just thought you were really nice to girls. I just look at them,
Yeah,
like,
the amount of women that
yeah.
have fallen in love with me because I was extra nice to them because I didn't want the sex.
I grew up silenced too. Like my mother, you would threaten me if I told anything that went on in the house. Me and my brother would be taken away. I grew up being gaslighted a lot. I grew up carefully and doing a lot of methodical and critical thinking of what I could say and do and act upon things. One of the reasons why I loved about being angry on video games is that was the only time I was allowed to be angry. It kind of hit me one day. I was watching Gumball, and I love Gumball. Gumball is such a great show.
I love Gumball. I
And
rewatch Gumball.
hell yeah. Have you seen the new one? It's amazing. The
Oh
new
yeah,
one is
no,
so
the new
good.
shit is crazy good. Oh.
Oh man, I was crying at a couple episodes. But the part where he was trying to talk to his mother, Nicole Gumball, this is the only time I ever got attention is when I messed up and never when I was performing well. And that was me.
Ooh, that hits hard.
My love was never good enough to keep my father on this planet. My love wasn't good enough to keep my mother from being depressed. My love wasn't good enough to help my brother get in the wrong direction. And, my therapist and therapy helped me realize, as they described to me, they were making adult decisions, Rory, when you were only 13. And I went, oh, okay. And I had to learn to separate things out of my body. That's why I think that kind of molded me into a gay switch a lot. Like you see my other Sona, Rolla. Like Rolla for me is what gave me permission to be gay, not this character, because I believe a lot in psychology and masking, where we have to present something for the public to find pleasing and appealing. And so, yeah, that's what about the silence.
So for a lot of people, specifically in the funny animal people category, they use their persona as a way to kind of be what they want to be, right? It's a new mask. It's a mask that they want to wear, so to speak. And you kind of mentioned that coming out as gay was kind of removing a mask or adding, and then there's that furry thing on top of it. Do those two characters? I mean, well, characters is the wrong word. I don't know how to phrase my question appropriately.
You're good.
The furry thing and the gay thing, how is that in your life? How is that affecting you?
Yeah, absolutely. So I was forced to be in a closet until I got called out in my workplace. I was 32, so I came out late. And basically, I got called out. And when everyone at work, including friends and family, found out I was gay, it was during the Obama administration when they legalized same-sex marriage. We were finally treading those waters to allow more freedom to think and express. Well, basically, when I got called out for being gay, I won't lie to you, it was horrible. I literally had to fall into stereotypes, categories, you name it. Are you a bear? Are you an otter? Are you a wolf? Are you a dinosaur? Are you a twink? Are you a twonk? everything. Everything has a label and category. It's kind of like games. I learned no matter what, you're going to roll with games. Well, the furry fandom, I discovered, I was subconsciously into that, but I didn't know there was words for it until I saw an animator in cartoons called Fox in Space, and that they were a fox, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I remember Star Fox, because they're animating that. That was one of my first games growing up, and I was like, that's what it means to be a furry, people that love, anthropomorphic animals. And it was it was like my first escapism to not be part of the norms of society. And then basically, thanks to therapy as well, because I thought even the homosexual or the LGBT community would like me because I didn't fit in their categories. And then my therapist showed me Rob Halford from Judas Priest, old, burly, gay-looking lead singer, a man that sings metal, hellbent for leather, and he came out late as well. And then what I love about the furry fandom, it was the first time that your homosexuality could have substance, could have more fluidity, you could mold it more into what matches your identity and makes you happy. Then I discovered in the furry fandom, you could be a gay switch or verse. And that has been my thing, because I don't like gender roles. I don't like, being chained to one specific thing. I need to be allowed to feel and express how I feel. And that's how I have two sonas, Rock and Rolla. Rolla's the subby, risque, flirty type, whereas Rock is the hard worker type. And I have to channel those to be comfortable with my own identity. That's what the furry fandom does for me, is it helps me be comfortable with my identity.
I can feel that. I can absolutely feel that. I mean, as a guy who is completely pink, I don't fit into a lot of the pink furry stereotypes.
You really don't. It's awesome.
I really don't. You would think I would be a soft little subby femboy. But here I am actively yelling at people, telling them to suck, fuck, and go away.
I love it. It's one of the things I love about you. You're not... And don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being yourself, It's just, I need to be allowed to be myself as well. So
That's right.
People, they need to be allowed. I need to be allowed. You all need to be allowed. Everyone needs to be allowed. This thing needs to be allowed to be its device.
Is that a gun? We don't know. We've looked at it. It's like, is it a gun or is it like a laser? I think it's a staple gun. Shoot staples.
Oh, it's a cool Wii. It's a cool Wiimote.
I love, for me, as is apparent for you, stepping into this furry fandom thing is definitely a late stage thing. That's okay. For me, I've always been a little furry degenerate on the internet, but I never interacted with furry people until I got on VRchat 6 years ago. And didn't have any of the first, I hate the word persona. It just makes me feel like I grew up on that internet where furries were bad and evil and we should burn them. And so a lot of that mentality is like, you just don't tell anybody. I was definitely on those forums looking at all the people going, yeah, I'm not telling them shit. I'm not even texting. I'm not even typing.
Get that queer. Get
that queer.
Get him up high. Like literally. Yep. I grew up with that.
Yeah. So while my environment wasn't like that, but I just didn't tell people anything. I didn't fucking tell anybody anything. Right. But it's really awesome for me to be in the furry universe and in the VRchat universe because I get to be what I want to be. Right. I get to present how I want to present. And I don't think it's too far off of base of how I act and whatever in the real space, but for a lot of people that I see in VRchat and in the furry community is all those insecurities about themselves get to go away when they put on the little furry, the ears and shit, unless they're a snake and they don't have ears. But whatever.
The bones. Yeah, I am the same way. I literally got told by people I'm kind of more quiet in IRL, but like when it comes to being a furry and socializing, like I went to FWA first time this year. That was amazing. That actually made me, I want to say, this could sound silly, a stronger furry. It was really nice, because I could hear people struggling with the same things I kind of did. Shit, when I get home, I got to be someone else. I heard that multiple times at FWA, and I went, I understand what you are saying. Like I said that in my mind, and it felt neat because I saw people get all their insecurities out on the floor. And when they told me 20,000 people were there, I went, that's really neat. Around 20,000 people that think a lot like me. And that made me feel, those were the ones that got to go. And that's how I feel with like VR chat. Because in VR chat, you're never going to go to the wrong party and get roped into something you didn't volunteer for. You can just click, gone. You're all set.
It is also, with VR chat, immensely evident what you're walking into because of what people, quote unquote, wear, right? What, with when you go into a bar in the IRL space, that guy could be totally into fucking weirdo bondage stuff, and that guy could be into like, I don't know, amputee porn, but it's not evident. In VR chat, shit's evident.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Freedom. I mean, if you want, I could show you my other Sona. I just have to run back in here and teleport to kind of, cement that. Do you want me to do that?
Sure, go for it.
Give me one moment. I'm going to respawn. Give me one moment.
Right. You got to respawn because here's the thing, folks. You never know if your penis is out in VR chat. You just never know. It's going to be one of those things where you just walk into the club and your schlong is out. That's embarrassing. Keep your schlong.
If you gotta make pee-pee, you gotta take the pee-pee pass.
Yeah.
Take a seat.
I will take a seat.
Oh, there you go.
This is Rolla.
Mm-hmm.
Like I will never be able to look like this in IRL. That's what I love about VR chat.
It is,
and being a furry.
Well, and VR chat,
like this sometimes
it gives you that sense of purpose. Like, I kind of understand why people spend so much time sitting in front of the mirror staring at themselves, because they finally get to be the thing that they want,
Mm-hmm. I never used to do that until I became a furry, and it was the first time ever. I was like, I really like what I'm looking at, and this exudes confidence for me. I'll never be able to wear black lipstick or black eyeliner and rock this clothing and whatnot because, like, it's even true sometimes within the furry fandom, everyone. Like, holy shit, you know what I hear? Hey, I really don't like that avatar. Can you go back to your other avatar? I literally hear that.
Oh, yeah, you can go fuck yourself.
Absolutely. That's what I mean.
I remember I was a little Rexoio, whatever thingy. When I first started doing Twitch and YouTube, still up there, whatever. I changed into this, and people were like, no, I don't like it. Fuck you, I do. And that's what matters at the end of the day, is what I like, not you, fucker.
That's what I like. That's what I found literally appealing about you, including your content. You're always going to go 100% on what you want to do. Even with the way you leave a Discord call, it conditioned me a little bit because I'm used to, being able to say goodbye. But you just fucking boom. Like, boom.
I don't wanna.
Which is like, yeah, I don't want to. Don't get me wrong. It kind of gives me a little sometimes. But then I go, no, he's just going to do it. But he always means well no matter what because he wants to do it. And I have to let him exercise that freedom.
I just prefer the Irish goodbye. Just be done with it. It's just, I used to do it all the fucking time. I'd be at the party and it would be like, oh, bye. Like it'd be Gary, somebody like Gary. Gary go, okay, I gotta go around the house and say goodbye to everybody. And Gary would be out in the next 2 hours. I gotta go home and go to sleep. I'm out. I just leave.
You are right about that. That's why I love how George Carlin talks about when people don't get that hint. I find myself leaning at a 45-degree angle out, look at the door like, I have to go. I really, really have to go. Surgery. I'm late for surgery.
It's 2:00 in the morning. I gotta go surgery suddenly.
I have to go. Bye-bye. No, I get it. I absolutely get that. And I can definitely respect that. And it's because I was raised by boomers too. So I'm kind of old. My mother and father, dad was born 1949, mom was born 1950. So I'm used to all the old stuff. I grew up like that.
Yeah, that's an older generation for sure.
Fuck, it's old. Yeah.
I mean, I get, and it is odd being in this internet space, the VR chat and the furry thing, I think is, more often than not, you yawned, I yawned. It's more often than not, everybody is significantly younger than me. Right.
I'm getting used to that. My husband makes fun of us all the time. You're so old. Speaking of him, it's fist of my nipple.
It's so funny just seeing you in VR chat and other things, and your husband just comes up and just fucks with you.
He is a small man. The thing for him, stop it. He was forced to be a dominant male in his neck of the woods as a gay man. So you're up like 5'7", right, babe? 5'5", sorry.
Oh my goodness.
5'5".
You can throw his little ass.
Hey, man. So you're up like 5. He's exactly. He's 5'5".
I think I'm crashing.
I saw that. No.
Oh no. Buddy. This is not good.
Yeah. Oh no.
Where are we going? Oh man, it so sucks. We were in the middle of such a nice little conversation and then all the things went awry, huh? It just sucks. Well, that's the power of who gives a shit, right? It'll all work out in the end. You were the owner. I'm sorry. I know that's my fault. I didn't realize. Oh, you want to have you want to go back to sitting?
I was sitting there. I was like, what do I do? Right spot?
Who cares?
Am I sitting right spot?
I don't care. Well, sit down. Yeah, just stay right there. You sit on the other side. Sit on the other side. This will be a cool social experiment. We did this in my critical thinking class. What? Oh yeah, critical thinking. What do you mean?
So it's interesting. They did a study with people one time at a movie theater, where if you're watching a movie from, like, say, this angle, you're engaging with the right hemisphere of your brain, which is your logical side. And when they took people and they interviewed the same people that watched the same movie, but they were watching from this angle, and they're engaged with the left hemisphere of their brain. And everyone that was asked how was the movie, everyone from the right side logically critiqued the film, whereas the left side people had an emotional response to it.
Well, that's okay. Interesting.
Fascinated with stuff like that.
Hold on, let me see. Where's my seat? Hello there.
Hey.
Hello. You're absolutely everything I want and more.
That's what I was saying too.
Oh, there we go. I think we're back.
Okay.
Sorry for the interruption.
Yes, it was being silly.
And then he goes away.
My God. What was that? What was that? Okay. I think we're good now.
Are we sure?
Okay. I think so. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? I always love the FRT crowd. Jen! Stress! I have with me is zero sugar, Mr. Pibb.
Oh man, Mr. Pibb, Mr. Pibb. That's the drink for me, Mr. Pibb. Dr. Pibb. I do like a Dr. Pepper. Do I have a nice?
Me too.
I don't have a Dr. Pepper near me.
Dr. Pepper house. I just like to house Mr. Pibb because he's just the doctor who only got his GED.
Yeah, ever since I stopped drinking alcohol, it's been a slow descent into coffee and Dr. Pepper madness.
So you quit too?
I did. Let's see. The thing is I quit for what I consider selfish reasons. In late January of this year, this kind of hurt. And I thought it was due to the excessive drinking or whatever. And then I stopped, and then I've just kind of continuously stopped. I mean, there's because I went to the doctor and said, hey, do I have cirrhosis or do I have liver problems or is anything? And the doctor went, let me do all these tests. Yeah, you're fine. You wasted my time. Go fuck yourself. It's not what he said, but that's how I felt.
For me, my liver fatty was high. So they said you got to lower it. So, that's why I did my diet a little bit and I completely quit drinking. And now this left side has stopped hurting, stopped feeling swollen altogether. So that's been really good. It's been helping me a lot. So I do zero sugar everything. And, I have one cheat day a week. And that's also helped me keep my mind not going crazy and getting depressed and things like that. That's cool, dude. How many days? How many days now?
I don't know. The thing is I didn't keep track of it. And then cool. I've also had, I think I've had over the course of this time like half a glass of wine that knocked me off my feet. God.
Yeah. What was it? What kind of wine do you prefer?
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Melbeck. I love a robust.
Yeah, buddy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't felt the need to go back to having a drink or anything like that. I mean, and then it wasn't that big of a deal for me to quit, or at least mentally. I never felt the addiction to it. I felt the boredom from it.
I get that. I mean, for me, it was just motivation from my family because I grew up in a house of partiers. My house, my father would get pay-per-view boxing on the TV, so everybody's dad would come over and bring booze. So I was surrounded by it like constantly. I even learned how to box too. I did 2.5 years of it, and dude, that house was always full of alcohol, cigarettes, and just like that's what's kind of weird. Your childhood memories and smells. You're like, oh, that makes me feel at home, and then you realize that's bong water, that's an ashtray, that's beer,
that's why I don't like diet soda, and I think it's hard coded into me because 4 times in my youth I picked up a Diet Coke and I put it to my lips and it was just filled with tobacco spit. 4 separate times, and you'd have thought I learned my lesson.
There's some conditioning right there. No diet for you.
Nah.
Yep.
I think it, and I've tried, I've had, you get in the car after going to McDonald's or whatever, and you ordered a Coke and they give you a Diet Coke and it's too late, right? And I try to drink the Diet Coke and I just hate it. I just hate it.
Aspartame.
I don't like aspartame. I think it leaves weird gunkies in the back of your throat.
It kind of does. One of the reasons why diet sodas are so addictive is because it has phenylalkyne in it. And that's a chemical that can release serotonin in your body and help you relax. That's why a lot of people go, I feel really good when I drink a diet soda. It's a little trick they did, Well,
isn't that the case with Doritos too? Like, it melts in your mouth and it's so not enough whatever, so your body's like, oh, I need more of it.
It's like Funyuns, like vitamins, but bad vitamins. I love Cool Ranch. I'm a Cool Ranch guy.
I did like Cool Ranch. I don't eat Doritos these days. I don't. And then I have these weird cravings for Cheetos from like time to time, but by the time I can get to the Cheeto desire, it's past. I don't know.
I absolutely get it.
I've been
like, you ever get like the nostalgia taste? Like for me.
Oh, Dunkaroos.
Sorry, Dunkaroos. Cheetos Paws. There's nothing completely different about them. But for some reason, Cheetos Paws had a texture to them I never been able to mimic again. I have a lot of like food nostalgia memories. Like the thing with pizza for me is it definitely was a huge conditioning comfort food because I put up with church and school. So when I got through both of those, my parents would reward me to the arcades and Peter Piper pizza and golf and stuff. So that's why goddamn ice cube down my neck. Take it. Stop!
Hit him!
Sorry.
Just hit him! Just hit him! Just turn around and domestically abuse that man.
That's another reason why I'm kind of like, like, oh my god, we saw the movie Obsession. And he's like, says he's gonna copy that movie. I'm like, don't you fucking dare!
I still haven't seen Obsession. And it's getting to the point where if I don't watch it by the end of the weekend, if it gets spoiled for me, it's my own damn fault.
I chewed every nail off my hand and sweat every fluid out of my body watching it in the theaters with my husband.
Oh, no. I'm not excited about it. I think there's been a reason why I've been avoiding it. And it kind of came to me the other day. And it's because I had a stalker. And I don't know technically what the movie is about. And I have an idea, but the stalker thing is rubbing me the wrong way.
The things we feared the most have already happened to us.
Then why am I afraid of Vor?
Because it's giving up control. You probably don't like giving up control.
Oh,
that's how I feel it. I mean, to me, Vor is like a form of BDSM. What happens to BDSM? You give up control. What's happening with Vor? You're literally giving up control. You're overpowered, and some people have that fantasy. It's crazy, but it's true. It's an existing thing. That's something I learned about. I'm all about sexual freedoms because I took human sexuality in college. And I learned a lot how the male brain and the female brain works a lot with all that stuff. And it's, holy shit, it's fascinating. Like a male orgasm, I think it's less than 5 seconds, 6 seconds, if I remember correctly. Just gone. And it's gone. Whereas like the female, it could last for 20 minutes to a half hour. And I'm just sitting there like, fuck. I would love to space that out. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm with you there. Just quick one, and I'm done. And it's like, well, all that fun is gone.
We're programmed that way. That's why I get relaxed about it. I'm very confident in how my body works. I am a firm believer in that, and I feel people need to figure out their comfort zones. Otherwise, how will they know what and what not to consent to? I didn't have VR chat growing up, and what you like you say, when you come into a room and you see what people are into, they're in a safe space where they can just leave anytime. I've been in situations where I could not leave at any time, and so that can be terrifying. That's a reality.
I like that we can leave at any time, but then you watch shit like proximity chat, and he talks to these people who won't leave. They're being harassed, yet they don't want to leave. Like,
What's proximity chat?
Oh, you don't know? He's the
I'm sorry, no.
he's the current it girl of VR chat. He goes into public instances or kind of figures his way to snake into instances of people that are very cringe inducing, you know?
Okay.
And
yeah.
then he'll go poke them and get them to do more cringe inducing things. You may have heard of the viral sensation of the girl in VR chat who was having the tomato emoji thrown at her, and she had a phantom anaphylactic shock because she was phantom allergic to the tomatoes.
Yes.
Yes.
That one. I still laugh at that, man.
I mean, clearly she needed attention. That's the whole reason why she did any of that.
Yeah, I get it.
But you know,
yeah.
she could have left, and she chose not to. Now she's ridiculed online for her behavior.
I mean, here's the thing: when you get on this software platform, you are pretty much consenting to be an adult. I put it right on my Twitch streams. This is an 18 and older stream. Do you agree that you are of this age or the mature age to it? They can read. A lot of people can read, and some people can. I won't lie, some people can't. But like you said, she could have left at any time. It is very dangerous and risky to put yourself in a situation where you want the group to make decisions for you. And that puts the group in a situation where it's like, I didn't volunteer to that.
This is not some sort of closed door situation. You are on a video game that is accessing the World Wide Web. This is a public space. This is a public sphere. Like, what you do in here, if you can put all the parameters up, and if people get in, you got to know when to walk away or turn it off, I don't know.
Yeah. I got video bombed one time of a horrible video on the screen, and I had to leave right away. It was horrible. It wiggles its way in. That's the internet. It's a series of tubes.
It's a series of tubes.
It's a series of tubes.
Well, so we only have about 20 minutes left, so why don't we kind of change gears a little bit? So you do stream on the regular, and your husband harasses you consistently. Should we be raising money for a cage to put your husband in, or what?
He'll find a way out. He's like Jimothy, he'll just like flip right out. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I got big arms. That's why I got big arms.
Big old arms. I love that he's bored and he just wants to fuck with you. So tell me, what are your plans for your Twitch, your creative content career here on the internet as the Rock and Roll Me person?
That's a great question, right? I feel, sorry, I want to burp, but I can't. I hate that. Sorry. As I collapse. What? I've been thinking about that too. I'm realizing people are like me, people seem to really enjoy me as a gamer and just being, I guess, myself and real on this
There it
platform.
is.
You know,
Congratulations.
I notice right now, schools in the world don't want to talk about like LGBTQ people exist. And one of the things that really kind of hit me, that really motivated me, was one person said I helped them come out to their parents. They're of age.
Wow.
Like I think they're like, 17 or 18, but they really enjoyed watching me. And then they were having a really down time and trying to find a relationship. And I literally said, no, you can talk about anything on my stream while doing it. What's going on? And they now have a relationship and they've been really happy. And, you know, like that's what I mean. Like I feel that if you can't talk about anything or, you know, be in a space where you can, then you're not going to figure it out. So now I'm noticing I'm up to 393 followers, which has been wow for me. Like, I can't believe it. I want this, as regards for art, I've been failing at art a lot. But I'm now dabbling in 3D art and it's been oddly more comforting. So I've been getting an idea in my head recently for my streaming and everything. I might create a world kind of like a neighborhood or universe kind of a thing. I've been working with a couple of friends where we're making stuff. You're going to laugh. It's kind of cringy, but Roblox. They literally make neighborhoods and worlds. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that's just my default when I hear Roblox.
No, I know it. I don't blame you. But they show me that they made this. The person's name is Brett. They've been absolutely wonderful. He's my moderator. He made this world for himself, and because I got to step in it, like within the world, it made me kind of visualize like maybe I could make something around a world or a neighborhood. And right away, like I mentioned, I was organic. I've been thinking about making different scenes of different topics while I'm in different parts of the world within my streaming. And now I just got to figure out now the full body situation because it's so changing so fast. So I have a hard time keeping up with it. As well as streaming and gaming because like everybody games, so that's why I love the game and things like that. But I feel now that I'm understanding a little 3D art and assets and stuff like that, I've been doing every Saturday or Sunday studies with my group, and it's been really great. And I feel I'm writing down a bunch of ideas right now, and I'm gonna see if I can spread myself maybe on different types of platforms now. Because I don't know. I won't lie to you. I can't fortune tell, but I can tell you what I'm feeling, and that is what I've been feeling lately. And I'm feeling more positive than ever about it now. I'm definitely gonna keep streaming until I don't want to stream, and that doesn't look like anytime soon. And I'm gonna see maybe I want to be able to talk about what we're doing right now, like stories or experiences or things like that, because it just dawned on me that a lot of people, the LGBTQ community, didn't get to express themselves. So I want them to have permission to express themselves on my stream or like my idea of or the content with that I am going to try to create. And, you know, I welcome that because it's changing. Everything's changing so fast. Like this room right here, it's constantly moving. The worlds are different and everything's getting bigger and changing. And I'm really like to see now how long that will take me. And I think that's good and legitimate enough, you know? Yeah, that's what I feel. I'm going to try more and be more creative in that venture. And I feel really confident about it.
So through being on VRChat, through being in the furry community, and more specifically the streaming thing, what is the main takeaway you really could pull from all of it? Like what's the thing that has really impacted you from being a part of all these different things?
I realize I've been wrong about a lot of things. And I'm realizing that I've been right as well. Basically, what I mean, yeah, baby. Hey, oh my God, sorry, he's torturing me. Stop it, I'm trying to do an interview. Basically, I realize I've been wrong about a lot of things, but I'm also realizing I've been right about a lot of things as well at the same time. And basically what I'm trying to say, stop, baby. God, Jesus, I'm trying to answer a question. I realize everybody is in a different circumstance than I was, and then we're never always going to see eye to eye. But it doesn't mean confrontation doesn't present opportunities or resolve conflict as well. That's why I don't have a problem going, I'm really frustrated or angry with this. But then they tell me why. And then I find it like, whoa, I didn't think of it that way. You know, like it's helping me, I want to say, be more, hell, I'll say it, politically active, more vocal about, you know, our community. I realize how separated we are, but I'm also realizing how we all want to be part of something at the same time. And I find that that's really important. And that's now what I want to pursue now, find what's like, it makes me feel like that's important. And that feels really good to say that, you know, that's what I feel with all this, with everything in this community, is how important it is to everyone. Even if it's by 5 minutes, something about 5 minutes can make that last for days, months, and hell, even years. And that feels good, you know? That feels really good.
I think that's very nice to hear. You know, you don't hear a lot about that from others. So yeah, that's good point.
I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. It feels great. I like being myself in the furry fandom.
I like
And
being
I want
myself.
everyone else to like it.
I like it too. You know, it's really nice.
It is. It's fucking cool. It's fucking cool, you know? Like, this is fucking cool. I don't have to be what I was told to be. I can be what I find myself to be. I like that. I found myself.
Big old buff boy on the internet.
I love it. You know, who's to say what's attractive? You know, it's no rule. You know, policy or preference. That's something I always say to people. Policy or preference, Chucky? Is it a policy to act like this, or a preference that you act and feel like this? Boy, did they get silent.
Yeah, I'm also getting silent because I'm not really sure. So policy is in the idea that you're supposed to do this, and preferences that you want to do this? I'm confused.
So, okay. I literally one time came into VRChat and I was having a conversation about being a gay switch, and right away this homosexual man said this, oh, a gay switch just means you're a bottom that's in the closet. And I said right away, policy or preference? Like, where does this say? Is there a policy on this flag of how you have to be? Or is it your preference how you want them to be for you? What's your policy?
Okay.
Policy
I get
or
it.
preference?
My policy is no feet.
And they get dead silent. Oh.
My notification on
why that's so popular?
What?
Yeah.
I don't understand why feet are so
You know why
fucking
that's
popular.
so popular?
Because then your brain's like right there
Check
next to the
this.
sixth thing.
Your signal to your feet is almost near, if not touching, the sensor of your pleasureness in the lobe of your brain. That's why
I'm
it's such a common fetish. They kind of
I
overlap.
guess my sexual preferences and the control center for my feet are just so fucking far apart. There's a level of hate in the middle of all that. Cut off your
There you
feet.
go. Yeah, there you go. We literally in class took a brain map of a female and a homosexual man, and we overlapped it, and you could see they were very similar, if not almost the same. There was an argument at one point that they said, "Oh, that means you're born with a disability." Oh, that's controversial now. But the way I look at it is, this is my identity, and this is how I am, and I see and identify myself as. Policy of preference. Like, just, yeah, I prefer, older men. People find that weird and but I'm like, no, I respond well to smell, taste, sound, you name it. I'm a living, breathing creature. Everyone is. And everyone has their preference. Coke, Pepsi, Fanta.
When you said everybody has a preference and started off with Coke, I'm like, oh, we're going to list off heroin, methamphetamines, druggies.
Yep.
My preference is a man who can work an Excel spreadsheet. You know what I'm saying?
See, there you go. My man, literally makes me feel I'm worth it and loves me for who I am and doesn't have me change no matter what. Like,
he'll just tweak your nipples on just a lot.
He missed out a lot. I let him. Go ahead. Go ahead. I should have said that.
Yeah, you really fucked up there. Really fucked up there.
Yeah.
Roy, we are in our final minutes before we have to go. Okay. Is there anything that you would like to share specifically before we walk away?
Share as an advice, or share as in...
Share as an advice, or you could be a quick story, whatever you need. You've got 4 minutes.
I guess one of the best things I go by, this is a personal thing I told myself, find out what you're good at, and then find out what you love. I feel
I'm good at masturbating, so should I just be doing that all the time?
Are you good at it?
No.
Well, that means you need someone else to help you. It's true. That's true, man.
Hi there, I'm desperate. Just hit me up in my DMs and we can talk.
Yeah, I like me a Foxxyboi. He makes me, hey, like that. I love it. I love him. Yeah, and I always go by quotes. Write down quotes. Quotes are universal. Quotes got me through a lot in life, and don't be afraid also of confrontation and force yourself in an uncomfortable situation, because you might find like something you like within the confrontation. I did. Like one time, I won't lie, me and Foxxyboi had a misunderstanding on something, but the thing he reminded me of is he chased me down and talked to me, and it reminded me of my best friend from high school. I had a hard time with him at one point, and then one time my mother was in the hospital, and I had no way to get to see her. That person had a confrontation with my friend. He drove me to the hospital to see my mom, and it forced me to have to talk to them and get to know them. And now we're best friends. We've been best friends since, and that's why I learned I should never be afraid of confrontation. It might actually present an opportunity. You'll be surprised.
I hate doing I hate confrontation, but it's a necessary. It really is.
You have to. It forces you to challenge yourself. Really. What do you believe? That's why, like I said, I've been wrong before, and I realized I've been right about things, but I wasn't allowed to say I was right. Now I'm in that position where I can do both, and I feel less stress. And I love it. I absolutely love it so much.
Oh, yeah. Well, Rory,
Yeah.
we are in our final minute. I really want to thank you for sitting down with me today and just talking about whatever the fuck we felt like. Very quickly, before we go, could you tell the audience here where they can find you online and how to spell it?
Yeah. So I RockNRollaMe207. So ROCKN as in Nancy, and then Rolla ROLLA, M as in Mike, E as in Echo, 207 at Twitch. I am planning to spread on Blue Sky and maybe dabble with YouTube and TikTok. I'm still getting, how you say, educated with all of that because I'm kind of a gray muzzle at the age of 40 with all of that. But I'm slowly learning. And yeah, you can find me mostly Wednesdays and Thursdays when I stream because I'm a hard worker. I work 5 days a week. So sometimes I do surprise streams on those days. But yeah, follow me on Twitch, subscribe to, that always helps me, you know. And yeah, you can find me out there. And I'll be there. Yeah.
Hooray! And then also give me and him money. We want money. Can I have money? Send me money. Please, please. We need money. We need money. We need money.
The economy is scary.
The economy is scary. Okay. Well, that's it, folks. We'll see you next time